Salam. When I heard that I had a cancer, it was 10 years back. I decided to use the prophetic medicine in addition to the traditional medicine. So I want to share with you what I did before I started my chemo, during the chemo and after the chemo, and what I would have done if I had another cancer, what I would do. So first, before I started the chemo, I started taking haba soda. So I used to massage the place where the tumor was twice or 3 times per day. So you use the haba soda oil, okay, Nigella sativa oil, and you just use it like this. Some people, they mix the haba soda oil with olive oil. I didn't do that. I just used the pure haba soda oil and I massaged the place during 5 minutes, twice, morning, evening, and sometimes during the day. Also, I used to drink haba soda oil, 1 teaspoon mixed with grape juice. Yeah, any juice you like, but I like the grape one because it covers the taste, because the taste of the haba soda is really strong. So I use that kind of juice, but you can use whatever you want. And I used to do it first thing in the morning and last thing before going to bed. Also, before 2 weeks before I started my first chemo, I decided to have a hijama cupping therapy. So the sister, she did it in my back at the level of the tumor. You have to do the hijama very long time before the beginning of the first chemo, because once you do the hijama, you feel very tired. It's really good. The hijama is really good because it's going to boost your immune system. That's really good. But during a week, you're going to feel tired. So you cannot start the chemo if you're tired. So you have to make sure that you do that long before you start the chemo. And obviously, I made a lot of dua. I prayed during Qiyam Layl. I made a lot of sadaqah, hoping Allah will help me and cure me. During the chemo, I carried on massaging the place where the tumor was with the haba sauda oil. I kept doing this 2 or 3 times per day. And while you're doing that, don't forget that you have to recite dua for shifa, for cure. So you don't just massage, but you also ask Allah to cure you, to help you get better. Regarding the haba sauda oil that I used to drink mixed with juice, I did it only during the first 3 or 4 weeks, first 3 or 4 chemo, because after that my liver was not working very well and it was more and more difficult to digest the haba sauda oil. So I stopped drinking the haba sauda oil after my 3rd or 4th chemo. Can't remember exactly. Obviously, I kept making dua, qiyam layl, and giving sadaqah. So the results, what happened? 1 week after my first chemo, you have to know that the doctor, they were not really convinced that the chemo would work. They told me that the size of the tumor was so big that I would need an ablation. And I said, no, let's try first, because I really wanted to try the prophetic medicine and the chemo. So after my first chemo, a week after my first chemo, we noticed that the size of the tumor was decreased by half. The doctors, they were really shocked. They told me they never saw that happening. So we stopped the ablation. We decided that I would not have any ablation and we will just carry on the chemo. After 3 weeks or 4 weeks of chemo, I had blood tests. Every week you have blood tests. But after the third or fourth week, another doctor, oncologist, not the same one who used to take care of me, but another one, a lady from East country, she was very astonished, and she looked at the blood test results, and she looked at me and she said, "Are you taking something? Any medicine, any plants or whatever, because your results are really good regarding the white cells." And I said, yes, I'm taking Nigella sativa, and it's used in the USA in some clinics. They use it to treat the cancer. And she was really surprised, and she gave me a paper and a pen, and she asked me to write down exactly what I was taking. And she would make some research, because she said that my white cells were what was like the white cells of someone who is healthy. I'm just talking about the white cells, not the red one, because the red one, the level was really low. And I will talk about it now later. So what I should have done. So I just told you that the white cells, the level was really good, but not the red one. The red one is about iron. This is why I was feeling very tired. So there's nothing that you can do about it. They gave me EPO, something like that. It's a kind of drug, special drug, but I stopped after 2 weeks. But what I should have done for that, to prevent, in prevention, I should have used spirulina, royal jelly, honey, yeah, just to boost a little bit more my immune system, especially for the red cells. What I should have done as well is ruqya, because later after that, I heard that sometimes cancer can be the consequences of ayn, evil eye. So it's good to do ruqya on yourself, to treat yourself, to protect yourself as well. So this is what I'm doing now. And walking. This is my biggest regret, walking during my chemo. You feel so tired when you start your chemo, the treatment, that you just want to stay at home, sit, and wait. And honestly, your body can't bear that. So you need to walk every day, even if it's just for 5 or 10 minutes per day, but you need to do it. I know it's really difficult. I still remember how difficult it was for me, because I was living on my own at that time. And if you don't have anyone who is pushing you to go outside, who is coming with you, because everyone was working, it's really difficult to decide to do it on your own. And also because you're scared, because you're so tired that you tell yourself, okay, if I go out and I feel so tired and I cannot walk back home, what am I going to do? You see? So just for that, if you know someone who's got a cancer, please help them go out, have fresh air, and spend maybe just 5 or 10 minutes just around the neighborhood. You see, you don't need to go somewhere very far. It's nice to go somewhere far, like in the forest or at the sea or whatever. But if you can't just walk, yeah, just have a small walk with that person. It's really, really helpful, honestly. I missed that, honestly. So that's what I would have done. In addition, taking all these advices, please remember something. If you know someone who's got a cancer, don't change all your habits. Don't pity them. I used to hate that one, the look on people's face. I know, understand why, but it's really annoying, because we want to keep a normal life. So we are expecting our friends to help us keep a normal life. Like if we used to go somewhere to the restaurant, or if we used to go to do something together, we expect to carry on doing it, maybe just to rearrange, you see. But yeah, this is some advice that I would give you. And keep making dua a lot. Make sadaqah for the person that you know who's got a cancer, because the Prophet ﷺ said that if you make sadaqah, it can help cure the person. Be careful with the visits. Don't stay too long or too short. Don't call too often. You can text, you can message the person and tell the person, if you need to talk, I'm here. Call at any moment. I'm just here. Just to read this, it's really, really nice, honestly, because sometimes we don't really want to talk too much because we're tired, but just to know that someone is ready to listen to us, that's good. Alhamdulillah. So that's it. I hope it's going to help you or someone you know who's got a cancer, and may Allah protect us and give us shifa. Amen.